Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. It has been a while, or at least it feels like it's been a while, since I've done some career mode. It may have been almost a month. I mean, there's been so much interesting stuff going on and update videos and all that stuff taking up video slots. So I thought it'd be fun today to get back into a little bit of career mode and maybe even use some of the new parts that came out in the recent update to version 1.10.5. And if you didn't know, if you've been out of the loop or living under a rock, I don't know. But if you didn't know, there was an update for PC Building Simulator. There was, and we now have Radeon 6000 graphics cards in the game, along with some other cool parts. We got a new MSI case and a new MSI B550 motherboard, and a few other things. It wasn't a huge update, but if you missed the video that I put out about the update, I will put a link up in the upper right-hand corner. You can go check that video out and see all the new parts that came out. Today, though, I thought it'd be fun in career mode, try to use as many of the new parts as I can, possibly in a build, and I don't know. Let's get into the email here. Maybe we have a fix or an upgrade or something like that. Oh, look, here's a good build right here. Let's start off with this. It says, you work with computers, right? Could you build me a new PC? I want the system cooled with a custom loop. I have to have it in 2 days. I read that alpha cool parts are really good. Heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. Regards, Murray Johnson. So Murray's got a budget of $4,500. Have a custom water-cooled PC. He wants the whole dang thing water-cooled. I think we can definitely make that happen. Well, let's go ahead and accept that. And then let's see. Do we have... Make my PC better. That's probably an upgrade, right? Let's see. It says, Dear Sir Madam, so my rig is running really slow lately. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, LOL. So I needed to benchmark at least 13,286. Gotta have it in 9 days. Can you install an AIO water cooler in it? Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic orange ones the other day. It's not as quick as it used to be. Lots of love, Mark. All right, Mark, that's going a little far, my man. I don't know you all that well. All right. Mark has a budget of $2,250 to get a 3D Mark score of 13,286 and to install AIO water cooler. And it sounds like it's not as quick as it used to be, so he probably has some viruses. And he needs some plastic black-orange cables. Do I even have plastic black-orange cables? You know what? Before I go look, I need to hit accept because I will forget. So let's go ahead and accept this one. I'm sure we can get Mark taken care of. Let's open up the shop. Let's take a look at cables real quick. I can't even talk. Real quick? No, real quick. He wants plastic black-orange. Oh, I do. I do own them. I do. Okay. Plastic striped black-orange. That'll work. That will work. Okay, I'm going to step away. I'm going to get his CPU cooler and graphics card put into the cart here, and then we'll go and see what we can do about the build. All right, so for this upgrade for Mark, we're going to put in a Corsair H150i Pro 360mm AIO water cooler. We're also going to put in an AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. So I'm hoping that thing's going to hit 13,286. I'm hoping. You know what? We didn't even look at his stats. He's got an 8700. Okay. 8 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM. And he's got a 1080 Gaming Z. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to hit that. I think we're going to hit that magic number he's looking for. So let's go back up here to this new PC. I also need to get the custom water cooling shop opened up. I'm going to step away, get some parts put in the cart for this build. I will be right back. All right, for this build, we're going to go with the MSI MPG B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. That's one of the new parts that just came out with the 1.10.5 update. We're going to put in a Ryzen 7 3800 XT 2 sticks of HyperX Fury, a 16 gig, a 3600 megahertz, a 1 terabyte M.2 drive, 1000-watt power supply. We're going to put that in the MSI MPG Gungnir 110R case. That's also a new case that just came out in the update. Let's make sure that's for next day delivery. Let's go ahead and buy it now. As for the water cooling parts, we're going to go with Alpha Cool everything. Alpha Cool block, Alpha Cool reservoir, 2 Alpha Cool radiators, a 240 and a 360, as well as an Alpha Cool RTX 2080 Ti. Make sure that's for next day delivery. Let's buy that now. Let's make sure we accepted everything here. That's the PC. That's the upgrade. Let's go end our day. We can get in our parts and we can get to work. All right. There's all the parts. Here's our upgrade. Get that put there. Yeah, no wonder he wants new cables. No wonder he wants new cables. Those pink cables aren't really doing it. And there's our case for our build. Let's grab our post-it note, sticky note, whatever this thing is. Let's get that put on the workbench. And as usual, we will get started with the upgrade first. Let's see. Let's get the sides taken off of this. Let's unplug all these pink cables because he doesn't want those anyway. Maybe if I can reach them all. There we go. And that one. Perfect. All right, I think we need to take the front of this case off because those fans are going to have to go. Let's get that cooler out of our way. I wonder if we can put any of these fans up in the top of the case. I'll have to take a look in just a moment. Let's also get this graphics card out of here. Don't need that anymore. And then we will get... Let's see, we need to unplug these fans. That is not a fan, I don't think. I think that was... Oh, that looks like the front panel connector. That must have been a fan. Get these fans out of the way. And we'll see in a minute if we can put them up in the top. But before we do that, let's get some thermal paste on the CPU. Now let's go ahead and grab his CPU cooler. There it is, the Corsair H150i Pro. We'll go ahead and get this mounted in the front of the case. And then, oh, actually, it looks like, yep, we're going to have to take that filter off. And then let's come down here to case fans, and I'll scroll through this huge list. And we'll see if some of these fans we took out of the front will mount up at the top. I don't know if we can get another one over top of those tubes. Nope. Nope, but we can get the one, and then we need to get his new graphics card. So let's scroll down here. We got the Radeon RX 6900 XT for him. So let's go ahead, let's get that installed. And then we need to cable everything up. And he wanted black orange. If I can spell black orange cables. So let's get everything cabled up. Oh, those don't look too bad with that 6900 XT. It does have that red around it. Kind of looks like the back of a Dodge car. It's not bad, though. It is not bad. Let's clear that search out, and we can grab some of these case parts and get back on here. Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to go on first. Where did... Maybe it is. Maybe there wasn't. I thought there was a filter that went there. Really? Is that really what it looks like? Huh. Why does it look so crappy? You can see, like... Look at all the holes. What? Okay. Does this fix it? No. Huh. Well. All right. All right. We get this put back together. He's, yeah, why isn't there something that covers all these holes? Look at all that. I know I've built in this case before. I sure don't remember seeing all those holes, though. I sure don't. Let's get a USB drive, because we're going to have to run 3D Mark, and I think we needed to check it for viruses. Well, before we do that, let's hop in here. Let's make sure XMP is turned on. Is that really the drive? Please tell me that's not. Tell me that's not his boot drive. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. It is. What a shame. Got an SSD in there, but we're booting from the slow hard drive. Nope, and then let's do the virus scanner. Then we'll do a restart. There we go. Finally. Finally. If he was booting from his SSD, it would be so much faster. All right. Let's do virus scanner first. 294. Let's clean those up. And then we need to run 3D Mark. I don't remember what score he wants. What score did he want? 13,000 something, right? 13,286. I don't know why I came over there, because it's right here. 13,286. All right, I'm going to get the 3D Mark running. And as soon as I have a score, I'll come right back. All right, so Mark wanted a score of 13,286. We got him 13,990. 990. Not too bad. I was a little concerned when the CPU test was running a little slow, but it sped right up, and then that 8700 really stepped up for the graphics test and just fed that graphics card some frames. So it worked out well. I think Mark will be happy. Happy, happy. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. We can get started on our build. Let's get this case taken apart. We got to take everything off of this case, because we're doing some custom water cooling in this. Let's see, we don't need any of these front fans, so we'll get rid of all of those, and we'll get rid of that for now. And then let's get some water cooling parts in to start with. Let's get our 360 millimeter radiator up here in the front. And then we're going to do a 240. Oh, look, I have one right here. We're going to get a 240 up here in the top. And these actually line up real nice. Look at that. You've got connections here and here, so you can still leave a fan in the back of the case. That worked out really nice. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's not going to work. Because we've got to get a reservoir in there. And I think the only place in this case, we're not going to fit a reservoir here. So, oh, look, I've got two of those. So they only fit at the back. So yeah, that was just me being incredibly optimistic about having a fan, a rear exhaust fan, which probably isn't even necessary. Probably isn't even necessary with all the water cooling that's in here. But let's go ahead, let's get a motherboard installed. We've got the MSI MPG B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. Like I said before, that's one of the new motherboards that came out with the update. Let's get that installed, and let's get it ready for a CPU and RAM. So for the CPU, let's do fits this PC. We've got the Ryzen 7 3800 XT Go ahead and get that installed. And then we need some RAM. We've got 2 sticks. 2 sticks of this HyperX Fury, a 16 gig, 3600 megahertz. Let's go ahead and get that installed. We didn't get this out of the way. We didn't get this out of the way for our graphics card, but that's all right. We're not installing that quite yet. We need to get some storage in here. We've got the Patriot Viper VP4100 M.2 drive in 1 terabyte size. So let's get that installed right here. Then let's grab some thermal paste. We'll get that on the CPU. I'm going to hop back over here and grab our CPU block. Good Lord, how many of these things do I have in my inventory? Oh, man. Look at all these Alpha Cool blocks. I mean, a couple of them are used, but I've even got a new one. So go figure on that. What the heck am I doing? Just storing Alpha Cool blocks. So we'll get that block mounted on the CPU. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm losing my mind. Let's come back over here. We need a power supply. We've got the EVGA Supernova 1000 T2. We'll get that installed here. And then we just need to get our graphics card installed. So we'll come back over to custom water cooling. Water-cooled GPUs. We've got the NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti Alpha Cool graphics card. We'll get that installed right here. And then last but not least, we still need to get our reservoir in, so we're going to grab our Alpha Cool reservoir and we'll get that installed right here on the back of the case. Where I thought our fan, where I thought we would have a fan. Oh. Don't really need one though, because this case has weird pressure. So we've got this top one exhausting up, and we've got this front radiator exhausting out the front of the case. Maybe someday they'll let us rotate these around so that they are intake instead of exhaust. Because that just doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't want that thing exhausting just right out the front of the case at me. I mean, my PC sits on my desk, so that would be not cool for me. But, you know, if it's under your desk or something, who cares? If it's not blowing right in your face, then you should be good to go. Okay, so we need to get this thing cabled up. We need to get it piped. So let's start with a little bit of piping. Let's use some clear rigid, and then they like Alpha Cool. What do we have for Alpha Cool fitting? We've got these Alpha Cool blue fittings. Got black, white. Blue could be fun. Maybe we'll find some blue coolant that kind of matches. I'm assuming this is in and this is out. I don't know, though. That says out. So that's fine. So maybe we'll start here. We can run out and into the graphics card. Oh, this is going to be one of those. Oh, that's pretty cool. That looks nice and industrial. We'll leave it like that. We will leave it like that for sure. Let's run out of the CPU block and into the reservoir. Can we do anything cool with this? It doesn't impede on... That's not so bad. That's not so bad. I will leave that. I have to see what we're going to do up here to connect these two together. Let's see. Maybe we'll run out of this one and into our CPU block. Let's see if I can make this look nice. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and accept that. And then let's run out of the graphics card and into here. I'm going to save that connection for last just because I think it might end up being kind of a pain. Let's see. Let's get rid of this corner. How do we want to do this one? Why is this putting so many bins? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Yes, I know. Just hold on. Hold on, thing. Let's get rid of that. And we'll put a fresh... I'm hoping that leaves a space. Kind of straighten this up. There we go. That might leave us space. Let's try it. Let's try it. I may have to step away and work on this one. We'll see. So let's go from here to here. Oh, that looks like it's going to work. That looks like it's going to work. We may just kind of leave it as is. I don't want that bend there, though. You can't really see it. It's kind of hidden behind this, so I think we might be all right. Let's cable this up. What kind of blue cables do we have? Let's see. Plastic plain blue. That doesn't really match. I was hoping to maybe get something that kind of matches those fittings, but I think that's just going to be wishful thinking. Because that's not cutting it. Maybe we'll do... Yeah. I think we need to do a contrasting color. Maybe just white. Oh, yeah. I can live with that. Let's get everything cabled up. Get everything cabled up here. And then we need to install some coolant. Do we want white coolant? Let's see what it looks like. What was... Ooh. Ooh, and it does that little wiggle thing. That's kind of nasty looking. Okay, white coolant isn't bad. White coolant is not bad at all. Let's get this case put back together. And then we'll power it on, and we may have to adjust some colors. We'll see what it looks like. This front panel on. What else do we have? We've got the side panel. We've got this side panel. I kind of like the way that looks. Not a bad looking PC. Let's get that USB drive in there. We'll power this thing on. We will hop into our BIOS. Let's turn our XMP on. We only have one drive, so we don't have to worry about what drive it's booting from. We're going to let this thing install the operating system. We're going to have to do something with lights. We're going to have to do something with lights real quick. So let's put the lighting app on. Luckily, we're booting from a nice, fast NVMe drive, so it's not taking very long for these restarts, unlike on the other PC that we worked on. Let's select that. I think we're just going to go with that blue. That works for me. That definitely works for me. Let's take a look at this thing. We'll zoom out a little bit. I think it turned out pretty nice. I wouldn't mind having it on my desk. Except for, of course, these front fans exhausting out of the front of the case. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's put this thing out in the hallway, and we can collect some money. Let's collect this one first since we're already on it. 4 stars, I'll take that. They showed my PC benchmarking at 13,286, and I haven't seen a pop-up for days. Nice. Very nice. And then where did the build go? Is it this one? There it is. Let's collect that one. 5 stars. The new PC is lovely. Well, wonderful. Wonderful. We got some more emails for more episodes. We got some daily deals. Did we get anything good? 1950X for 252. Not too bad. I don't know if I really care about any of those deals. Let's close all this out. I mean, we got lots of money. Sure, let's buy it. Let's buy it, and that's a 1080 Ti, so yeah, we'll buy that too. Whatever. Whatever. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Also, if you want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Be sure to wash your hands. And I will see you in the next episode.